Your Excellency, for will you agree for do this national town hall with the citizens of this country? I want to say, since we announced we asked for questions, over 870 citizens send questions, over 1,500 apply for CAM, and the question then come out now every single corner of the country and around the world. Overall, the question then cover the area that we don't say we cover. Feed Salon, the economy, climate change and the environments because of the rain and all that. We get peace and national cohesion, foreign affairs. So we get plenty question them. And people they don't say whether I will ask all the question them who will get. I tell them I radio today say for say una already packer answer 870 question I so we know they do that. We want to be transparent. What do? We group all the questions that we'll get into various headings. And I try for put them together and ask His Excellency, and he will respond to the question. Then. I also want to say, we get Salon people in Abo, Kenema, McKinney, and Port Local. Where they follow we live now, then get live listening parties for the first time. And I'll clap for them. And I want to tell thank you to all we media partners them, AYV, SLBC, Slick, and all the other radio and community radio stations across this country who carry this program live. The people living in the diaspora themselves, they follow in our Facebook Live, then they YouTube. We even get X Live for this because it's excellence in commitment, accessibility, and transparency. So now the context that after we do the first set of questions, we pause and take some questions from citizens there. We've been on sending questions them, and so then we get a chance for asking Excellency directly. But boss, thank you. This is now like the greatest honor of my life. This morning, I don't seek for. But I'm happy to be here. We today, in the context, for the past few days, plenty rain don't fall down at the country. Some people don't lost their lives. Some people that don't lost their property. Now, cabinets and elsewhere, you always talk about how we too for care about the environment. And you, for example, set up the Disaster Management Agency with disaster prevention, disaster risk, and climate. I know, say, when we talked yesterday, you be one start this conversation for address the rains and the climate crisis and talk to Salon people about what we need for do. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Fambu and this na Fambu talk. Salon, we were in our SFPP, and for everybody, we say one country, one people. That means say we all are one people then. The reason why I say today, not to China, they talk for me, not to Alpha Khan, they talk for me, now because now directly when I elect me, and an obligation for once in a while, besides individual engagements, who can get with a few select people, we get opportunity for enter the office. I say make myself can't talk for myself. I want to start to say USH on behalf of the government and the people of this country to we brothers and sisters we adversely affected by the rain we don't come in recent times. And we hope say God will provide for them. But we as a government, we be done already set the disaster management agency because we be foresee the adverse weather conditions. We don't they happen all around the world. Yes, this is not rainy season. We expect rain. But because of we human beings, we activity in the world, how we don't treat the environment, and the kind way where we don't improve, but we not take care of the environment at large, adverse weather events them. But if you say it rain pass mark. If today say na breeze they blow, the breeze will you know one day see na in the blow. If you say it dry pass mark, now they call adverse weather events them. Down they don't common around the world. We self don't they get bits of that. And we for tie with Oja for make sure say then kind of where it be, we ready for them and we go able to save lives and property. So I want to say to the one that we adversely affected, the one that we don't die with the host don't broke. And we were still there, the rain na in season this. We call it rainy season. So we're not going to stop them. Papa government not able to stop them. Mr. Sef not able to stop them. In fact, we need rain. We just don't need a pass mark one where they can broke host them. But we need them for agriculture. We need them for support the trees and every plant where they. So we get for expect. And this, we were in a Salon, July, now just the first month, where it rain heavily. August, normally, if how we know the season there for be, more rain there ahead. So for ready for the kind weather condition, then the way they affect you all. That means say we as citizens, we where they go gather dirty, they put on a then gutter. We say one gig government bad name. I don't see where people then they toot where they rain, where then they up here and they put on a gutter for make her end up to we where they do. Yes? That they not to where that cause that one they will. Now we safe. The way where we say we draw line, we say we call the green belt for more preserve the only source of water now this western area. We get people them, big people them included, where they go then build it. We mean say if we allow that for continue, time they can freeze or not they get water na pump. Now the truth we dey talk about. Fambu talk for be true, no so? You the government official, you that alagba where if you say you get enough power, you can able to turn and get paper for go build na the green belt. We don't say this water that the only source of water, the biggest source of water where they supply western area. Me I be don't gather some machine there. But then tell me say fear don't know. I they buy fear back any host where they inside that green belt today with the broken. They talk this because we self within our government, some people then guilty of that. And I tell the Sojama and a Sojama and policeman they are sending. I say if you meet me brother the bill, broke him. If you meet me your host day, broke him. Because this generation, what you would call sustainable development, this generation for make sure say we get water and make sure say we don't picking themselves where they come then go able to get water from Guma. But if we build say we destroy all the forest, the only source of power, I mean water, we'll get we destroy them, we don't picking them, not we grand picking themselves, then we will get water. How Salon get for be we will pass. So the environmental issues where they become very acute now, even upline, water the outside. People then they go build inside the swamp, they block the water, we can they pass other side, it broke other people the house. All the things there, God give us sense. We get plan for them city there, but we not they go according to how they plan them for day. And we they use all sorts of excuses. So as I say, we don't set up the Ministry of Environment. Then they work very hard. Even when this rain come, I see the boss for the National Disaster Management and the minister, then they go all around for assess and foresee what we government go able to do, and also we development partners go able to do for the one that we're affected. But the most important thing is we as people, every individual, important, every individual get what we call climate action. We say climate change don't come. Waiting me, Joe, Tommy, Musu, Ami, or Tiango go do, where I go help make the climate action. As climate action, we go make the adverse effect then reduce. Now that's I want for push on to now, for more all get a buy-in into this and protect your environment so the environment will provide for we.
Another the headline. If you didn't have the green belt, elect you na the pine border. I've been talk this trading on radio. Some people then say me they exaggerate. Not here now from the horse's mouth. No compromise on that because this is not about the environment. Your Excellency, we ask people and for send plenty question on the big five. Fit Salon, very, very popular. People may get plenty questions on the big five. And just for let people know, inside this hall, we get pull-up banner that we don't put a lot of the details on the big five, on the achievements them. We also they launched today a magazine, 1 year. We go get all that information there. But Your Excellency, when you choose for run on your second term on the big five and say Fit Salon, plenty people will be in the wonder why Fit Salon, why agriculture. You don't start for saying education champion. Waiting at the vision for Fit Salon and who's with it right now? Now one big area that will get questions answered.
Well, when we become, I will say, we're not a human capital development government. What I mean by that, now for say, anything way they do in the world, for me go before, for make it survive, you get for put the human being. We Motaman, now we are the most important asset for anything where they happen in the world. The good things the way they happen, now we they do them. The bad things then where they happen, now we they do them. We were good, we for come together and make sure say the one they way bad, as then they make them voice hard, we self make your own voice hard. I've been come first, I say, may we take education. We say human capital and a motor man. But this, who we did so today, in international terms or development, the motor man in the 21st century, you know nothing if you not get something at your age. If you not get something at your age, when a vocational, technical, or sabi book, you're not able to live properly in this 21st century. Now, me, when me don't see the importance of that, now I make a say, education, education, education. Because waiting they make that motaman where the commoner village, canton head of state, now education. Education they transform the least person for me able to achieve or reach in greatest potential through education. Where we come, we not only recognize that, we will also recognize, say, because of poverty, good people that they will not get money, they're not able to send them picking and go to school. Now make we tie with Oja and say, we, Papa government, they provide school fees for all the picking there, so nobody not go left behind. So that free quality education will be promised, not to bluff you, not a necessity. Now a necessity, not to we, no more waiting at the city get sense. In fact, the last resort that we come up for Beke and was Falaba, we had for go so. Now they get the best result. Which means, say, if we give opportunity to people them, then they able learn, irrespective of who side they. So the free quality education, for me, after where God don't give me opportunity for lead this nation, where I've been there in my 20s, and for lead them again, where are they in my late 50s and 60s, me know, say, education, now the only way where they convert or transform human being, where come up from the least society in the world, from poverty, for come, not only for serve himself, personal development, but community development, national development, and global contribution. Because we are all global citizens. If you get for able to be part of that global citizenship day, you for acquire enough skills then so that you go able to contribute. We get plenty of Wifambu then. We don't serve international. For me, serve at that level day, the world or global governance institutions must say in you the expertise for making able to go sit down. Say, you know this, you know that, serve in this position. So we start with education. We're not done with it. In fact, we continue. We maintain 20% of we budget for just continue. And before I come on education, may I can to the actual question when I feed Salon, again, I not talk about this education for me, not so money with a bluff with. In fact, the time will come, we will declare in August, we will launch the free quality education. We now all know say we not meet nothing. Don't not be there at the treasury. But me no say, waiting go make that person come off Falaba, it can be minister, it can be president. That woman go lead na the center, when a Freetown, or anywhere in the world, na education. And because we no one left anybody behind, we with man in the corner, inclusivity. Everything what they do, we for make sure say everybody there inside, now that make we been declared. Not so money we been get. In fact, we not been get money. But me, no say where there is a way, there is a way. And the initial actions that we will take, it convinced with international partners for say we are genuine and we are heading in the right direction. Now that be make most of them bring money, we'll put inside the education basket. We take the money they for do a lot of projects there. We make plenty picking they go back school. Now we get for build new schools them. What will be promised for us? We will say free access, free quality education. But we end up for begin buy textbooks for every beginner in this country. We end up for buy core text teaching material for all teachers in this country, where they teach now the basic and secondary levels. We end up for buy buses, so because we see, say, beginner in the strain for go school. We begin to we increase the number by school feeding. Madam First Lady say some gear picking they're not able to go to school because when they see the menses, they're not able to go to school. Until that, then they lose about 70 or more days in a school year. Instead fender in your way, it begin by and government don't join them and the whole world don't buy into that. For make we take care of the people then. So not to that not be the question. The question now, Faith Salon also.
What's my vision
Yes.
for Faith Salon?
The question now is Faith Salon. Faith Salon na a pregnant time. You get plenty inside it. But where would they now so? I know say some man don't knock bomber this morning, this afternoon. And you get for Naka again before you go to bed. So, an empty bar cannot stand. A hungry man is an angry man. If we say we want to take education serious, you know, I'm a teacher, I go to map in a class, if they wondering, or if I don't before they begin, we angry man around. In fact, that teacher didn't have, a teacher we had to kill one always. They begin the system not able to learn. So that combination is not a work. That combination not go work. So we na Combra government. I know they say Pekin go school, you know, I not get lunch. Teacher go teach me Pekin, I not get what they eat. So we increase the teacher their salary. Then we begin make sure say we provide food in plenty parts of the country, and then we buy textbook for the Pekin them. Although some people then they politicize that textbook day because as same people then go meet and pack. Nobody know use them. They say na SPP buy and we know they give Pekin them. That one then are the biggest disservice in the world what you go do? The big one, education. Without that, you cannot survive in the 21st century. We no go no side. Now lip service you go pay to development because the development what they talk about now complex issue. There are so many dimensions to it, just like poverty. And for making able solve that puzzle today, we need plenty power. We get the master sabi different aspects, the economy, tourism, environment, or agriculture, all of them today we need for Putin. Why I choose feed Salon? So man say, na for me the bomb no more no. Other for rest no more. We want for make sure say, in addition to having food security, then for make sure say where I want rest are able to buy them at an affordable rate. We also want for make sure say malnutrition. Some school, some parts of this country, they, where you go there, the beginning they get good food. You see them here yellow, then get stunted growth. Where picking they go through, then kind of thing, then they not able to land properly. Which man then get name where they call that one day. So now for deal with malnutrition, but for make we able get work for we young man then, plenty work. This agriculture, where they talk about feed Salon, now another way. For make we stimulate economic growth, way to work. The economy now from production to consumption to supply distribution, everything where they happen. For make we able make it expand so that we people then go get jobs and then we self go get better conditions of life. Agriculture for all developed nations. Today, where you go feel say America no one day do a green revolution. Your United Kingdom no one day do. In fact, those were now they didn't start. Food security. Then will be the first the agrarian revolution. Then do on all sides. If you're not able to feed yourself, how you go to map for go do anything else? So we choose feed Salon for make sure say we deal with malnutrition, we deal with food security, we get jobs then, stimulate economic growth, and then make we begin earn foreign currency. Once we able to produce enough rice, and we get for do that one day, we they begin exporting. So instead of with the same money na do, we don't they do. From where we discover diamond at this country, we all come on at the farm there, we go inside and hold there. We don't dictate, please not there for plant again. The diamond, no, we know they see them. In fact, plenty Salon man not sabi diamond. They look for them, but they not sabi them. They not sabi them. Me, we and also now one of we, I said then, I've been take 3 months, I go land for diamond. Plenty people not sabi say, me, now an internationally recognized diamond evaluator.
Now look, clap for the diamond experts.
Because if we go inside, oh, diamond, blood diamond, whatever diamond, but we come on, even my brother and sister, they will come on. When you take diamond, you know, Sabia, you can't go to the Lebanese. At the Trojan Force, I said, this is not a better diamond. That now with technique. I mean, not do more. But not business technique. At the whole, I said, this is not a good diamond. So your expectations, they can done. They will begin talk now.
Not so you know more to do that. Over the years, we read in our history say, na so the Mindui when they come for can cultivate with diamond, and so for freedom, people them in the freed, and so they end up export a lot of diamond coming at this country and go because we the people not sabi we say diamond, we don't know the value. So it's a really important thing what you say. I want to go back. If I'm not saying you're very passionate about free education, all man gonna say this is not education president, not so. You see, say you take off on day. But Your Excellency, you don't talk as well about feed Salon and about how, for let feed Salon work, one of the questions that will come is, how can you make it sexy? For let young man, young woman them, embrace agriculture. And I read the other day say, you don't fold your sleeves, and you want to be the example of waiting farmer for look like. Talk about how important for let ordinary citizens, we all embrace farming and animal production for we will achieve this goal what you call the agrarian revolution.
Okay, thank you very much. Normally, we didn't say farmer. Now that one way to map into the sous serve where they not food don't bend. Agriculture, for make we take it serious, we go for consider as a business. Just like the one the way they go set up fintech business, computer business, banking. All them one the way involved in that, they all they eat every morning, then they eat in the afternoon, then eat in the evening. Which means say the food when in then they eat, na money. Until and unless we government and we international partners help the farmers there so that farming go become profitable, when they call sexy, people they not go take it serious because the farmer we consider him for be the downtrodden. That man will go cut last, but not so farming day to day. I go tell when I say me not the biggest farmer in this country, but now we home. We don't, from where I say we they do agriculture, we get we own farm. No vegetable not the way we they buy. Inside that book where they go show now, then go show now one where I hold one fish. That now one fish no more. In fact, the one that we are getting now, they don't big. Even the one where they now where they eat plenty. If I give you that fish, you know they able don't want. If you challenge me, I will go to my farm and they make them cook and they layer before you.
I count you, sir.
This might too small for me fish there. If I get like the fish that go eat them before he eats the fish. But what say I mean, make we the so-called elite, we will sabi ABC, we will know say no country. You know, just like education to some extent, no country not don't impact on industrialization if you not don't do a successful agricultural revolution. No. In fact, the food production side for add value to the food, now they plenty pan we go be involved. And I must say that it is becoming sexy because I say a lot of young people there now, frankly speaking. And in fact, I just tell you about me own fish farm. I get poultry farm. And they do over 7,000 eggs per day. How I start them? Now one young man where I meet, he can't give me one big chicken. Now state house, he can't, you don't know how personal they get with the chicken, but he can't go inside him. He go with the chicken. I say, who say I put this chicken? He said, I'm McKinney a day. He said, I get my own place. So I call him later on, I think a month later, he said, in a graduate, he work for a few months, he take money, he go per poultry. So you employ another 14 people then. Now McKinney, they not only produce chicken, but they also get guinea fowl and other rodents there. So I said, Bo, me not want for the buy chicken from overseas. I want for make sure say me host. We own chicken now with the producer. He said, I go help you. The chicken that we the producer and that Mrs. is not able to finish. Of course, we produce 7,000. Even the soldier man that we get, we can able to eat 12 eggs per morning. That's not the donor. So in a very short time, the fish that we don't produce. In fact, I get for give credit to our minister. We minister for the youth affairs.
Oman Owe, the master fish farmer.
The young man for the poultry, Pitman Sheriff, and McKinney, he gets in farm, he get your poultry farm there, but now he helped me set up. The fish, the last time now, over 600 cartons of over 5 kg, now we harvest. Not to no other person in work, now the Minister of Youth Affairs. I see it they do I say, can't go help me, myself one produce. Now, wait here they produce, I'm not going to eat them. So we they use the farm as a model farm, where be the same for making sexy. Anybody where you want for go see how we do them, I go carry go na the farm, may you know see, Mr. Sewe Sidonaya, I'm not the only say may you go farm, Mr. Save the farm, and it help me a lot. Pepper, onion, potato leaf, cassava leaf, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, we they grow on at the farm. So that don't make plenty things that we know they buy. In fact, the pepper will okay. With the pepper so plenty that the one day they work at the farm, then they sell them, we can just bring them for the host. Even as plenty as we get enough pepper. So if you say we want to make education, agriculture sexy, now we then finally did the way we'll get once in a while, wear your gloves, wear your rain boot, go to the farm, get to your place. Agriculture get money because every day everybody they eat. I get one gene where don't take about over 5 years with me. But I eat this morning. But before I cancel, I go back, I check in my dining room. And I should say before I go back to bed, I go check na the plates again. So which means say, per day, the ordinary motorman, if he gets, he go eat 3 times. That means gene, from where I buy them, I still get a 1 gene. So we get for make agriculture beneficial. We get for say as a business. Government, they go big nado, the time down the way they do manjalaji. We get provisions there, fertilizer. We develop the area there, and at that we don't begin to through the Ministry of Agriculture, we don't identify the area there. We start from the north to Toma Boom, and with the big with development partners, infrastructure in where then one day we so that big then one day where the big scale. Because that then tell me they say if you get road where they go there and you don't prepare. You don't irrigate them. We can produce, like now, 50,000 hectares you get. We produce enough rice for your country and we sell the other one day.
So much, Your Excellency. I just want to point out again, say this farming 19,000 hectares. Now we don't commission in the magazine where they can share. We don't raise governments. We don't make available credit facility to local farmers. Different, plenty opportunity for them to raise money. The vision where His Excellency don't outline reality.
Mr. Minister.
Yes, sir.
This money business where they talk about so for clear.
Go ahead, sir.
Me Baba tell me say, he said, we should say rice price the can down. The pack don't get 480 million. It don't go back. It don't get 850.
And the MCC and the OPEC money them.
Yes. They pay get that money then also think they can. You know, they're not bank now, them. That money they come in as we then they see how we they and the project they will don't identify in partnership development partners. Now so then they give the money and we they do MCC money, you know get for candle in my hand. In a bank now, as we they do the projects there, we they sit down with the MCC then get a young group and we get a young group, then they sit down say okay, we want some corridor. Transmission line where they cancel, where come, it costs so much. They do international competitive bidding, the company where win them, then they pay them small, say it provide that. So now so that make and get money in the bank. Scandal.
All right, so we don't have through a structured system for initiatives them so the country will spend money. Your Excellency, I want to move to youth empowerment. In the Big Five, you, on all, as part of the goal then, not to the all get like obvious number target. Come to youth employment, you've been bold and declare 1 million jobs. Now you don't set. The way camp young people, you don't appoint we all, the youngest cabinet in the history of the country, probably the youngest cabinet in Africa as well. Yes, I can clap for that. Yes. And plenty youth initiatives, youth in fisheries, the Munafa Fund, youth in agriculture. They ask questions related to 100,000. How realistic that goal is, whether we go for counts, how they measure them. And I know say my colleague, the meetings, me don't say they don't set some system up for measure and to you on the.
I hope so not inside this hall. We say when I balance that cable, make the meter this so, when I balance the cable, it'll get light. You're not part of ETSA. The ETSA where they can't blame. It's true. So you know they pay for the light, but you get light. So if una na 1 million people they way able bypass 1 million people they use light, government don't get for pay, and then because ETSA not get enough money because 1 million people they don't do that, then we begin get problems. Because for every unit of power we supply, there is a cost. So if, let's say 500,000 even, not pay and then they use them, then you know get enough money for buy share and for pay the one the way they provide the power. That's now one part of the problem. Then we come now to ETSA as an institution. Yes, we get what we call commercial. Now then for make sure say everybody when a consumer get meter and that he get power and that they measure that power there and collect the money and account for that money there so that we'll be able to pay. Where would they talk about car power? Now then since they use fear, then get machine there, then get people the way they work there, then get all that cost there, now in there inside that one day. And fear don't they go up all the time. So if we not pay them, then they cut off the light. If we all they pay, we all are good citizens there. We all pay with light bill. ETSA safe, they account for that one day. Then black no go there because we get enough energy for able to give everybody. But ETSA the young problem. One, they not able. Then safe get plenty people that will get yuki. Now then they help some people then for thief light. They're not able to account for all the power where, because what's in the happen is this car power owner see, then they generate. Then they give all to ETSA. They say, hey, na so units we don't give you now. So at the end of the month, na so amount we will not forgive you for this power. If somebody thief and if there's not work and they not collect, they're not going to get that money there. We'll go 2-3 months, it'll run into millions of dollars. So ETSA says not effective. ETSA says some people then they, I'm not going to say not everybody, but some people then they, where money they fashion at their hand. And again, we get what they call technical losses. Then cable they are so way they. Now by sizes then they. And depending on the size, it carry a certain amount of power. If this one big and the other one where they take from and small, where this one car with heavy power, the next thing, the other one they break down. So when I can see light they come on and they go off, then they call trip. And if the power where they come up and this one way big, if they go to the one way small, it make plenty again for a long time, it break. So power there, but you not get light because the connection there. So which make is difficult for solve the power problem because you get for make sure say you all the cable then they in line. All the cable. And that you be able to collect the amount of power we supply. But with all participation, with the inadequacies where ETSA get in terms of the capacity for collect, in terms of the capacity for monitor. Now all of them things that I don't make, we don't become a nation where we encounter them problems then. So we have a part to play, and at the big we make we be good citizens. All the countries that we would admire around the world. The only side who side progress day. Now we not the citizens actually play with our own part. Of course, it's difficult, but we'll go for land for do that. And at that are they ask for as at the push and reform the ETSA. Because with the work now, the MCC, when I hear about the money we don't get, most of that they go towards electricity. And after that, we get for make sure say ETSA with the reformer in such a way And that process they on right now. And we don't call them Master Sabi people them. We don't do work plenty side around the world. They don't can look inside EDSA and they don't make recommendations there. And right now we act on that thing there. So I go ask you now for be patient small. When I go to get small blackout and there other things there. But when I say for the stop for the thief me light so that we all go get light.
I've been telling somebody saying that the past SF now they're in charge of energy and they assured and say big reforms in the camp and you will transform the sector. Your Excellency, brand new airports, Kenema Kailaon Road, Bandajuma Pujeon, Hillside Bypass, number 2 Lomli Toke, plenty bridge them as well. We under your government, you don't do so much in infrastructure, but not to one thing we talk about often, not to thing we can take credit for as a government in terms of roads, bridges we don't build, probably more than any other government, at least in the recent history of this country. One question we plenty people get, saying, people from Mayamba, Puja, Matsu, Falaba, and many other areas, they want to do a the road the way they build, then bridge the way they build. Waiting are your commitment for let them finish them. All man say they want let the road done. So the big question on infrastructure, now your commitment for complete the road in this.
Thank you very much again. Where we come as say when a human capital development government at the now then at the center of we thinking of everything what they do. And plenty when I don't say, luckily now when I self talk and say anything we I talk, I do them.
Talk and do.
That means say another surprise one and also. Well, now the minister don't make at the me secret don't come on do. I be one for surprise with winner. Towards the end of my administration, make I tell when I say, now me na the infrastructure president. In addition to being human capital, the number of bridges that we don't build from where we take over 60 years ago, independence, no government no build that. In terms of the length of the roads that we don't build, no other government no one they do. And we still the bill. And I want for assure all the communities, including the Matru, Bo, Benducha, to Baya Junction, and many other Pujehun, we they continue and we go finish them one day because we development partners then don't know say we sober and what do they do? We they build the roads then for connect communities then. In fact, because we don't do bridges then, we say ferries that we don't do over 5 of them now, then they go on. And maybe early next year we go finish them bridges then they don't the World Bank. Tompare included, Salon included, Wajibu, that bridge we did included, Kailaon, and we don't get 4 more. The World Bank don't say, you are serious, they don't give you 4 more bridges then. So, and then bridge then they, now, not to call votes at the table now. Let's talk about now. The other one, they be the bill call votes, they say, na bridge in the bill. And they talk about bridges, and when Rockberry Bridge, when I see them, the one where they use, now make a no broken more left and they. Down there, na museum piece, man, nobody no broken more. So, maybe one for surprise, when they say human capital, we will calculate everything we don't do because infrastructure is the backbone of sustainable development. We get for link up with Falaba Road they go on. As we speak, yes, we get for make sure say then say be part of Freetown. If they get with, then they do a lot of agriculture yonder. They're able to take them goods and bring them can to Freetown, and able to go back. Same now, we don't go beyond Kailaon, we don't go towards Kwendu. So, we can talk before I do, but this time yeah, I'll be say I did do then I will tell you later. But me wisdom come on do, so make I begin explain. But I will still do more so that we not say because infrastructure not just a basic necessity for development, not to think way for boast about because we need them for make with people then be part inclusive in this process we call development.
Well, Onalo clap for His Excellency because that commitment is a huge one. Most people don't know, say, in terms of commitments to infrastructure, it unmatched in the history of this country. While he talk about human capital, he passionate about them, he still they build the road. And for the family, we send all them question them from Wayamba, Pujan, all over, and the people in Abond, including the road where they lead to His Excellency in your bad place. The news is good. He will complete the road them, inshallah. Your Excellency, I want to move to the economy. This na one area we get plenty question. In the first few years of the government, you meet inflation from 19%, I think you reduce them to single digits, 9%. Since then, you confront some major headwinds. Global pandemic, the war in Ukraine, the Middle East crisis, plenty economic challenges where we feel in a Salon. Plenty people feel. Prices go up, the dollar rates been effectively on a free fall. But you still manage to hold this economy together. You pay salaries, you don't stabilize the economy, reduce inflation from a high of over 50 to now within the 30s. I think the Minister of Finance there. People want to know, with all this stability and all that, waiting are your vision for truly improve the economy and improve people their life, for let people be prosperous? This is a big question we come a lot.
Thank you very much. Definitely. In fact, this is not the biggest question because everything else we will talk about actually hinge on the economy. Waiting we don't do since we come, the show say, I've been promised when I say efficient management of the economy. That would be the hallmark of me your administration. So before we know say corruption was endemic and unchecked in this country, before we come, then the government will be there before, the APC, they were out of program with the IMF. IMF say we don't gain, so they go. Then come here. Then SSF declare austerity before we come. And that mix up box up the 90 that sector day. It take we nearly a whole time. The time will become every inch of this land, where you call Salon, if you do under exploration license. Any side outside the map, if you the person go tell you, now me get that license area. Because they don't share bank, give everybody. Then what you call hog, then take them license and then they go parade around the world. Then the individual, some will succeed, then they get money. Because the talk say, now me get the richest gold area, now me get the richest diamond area. Then they get money. What we don't do, we don't cancel all them license there. Plenty people with the grumble. Now we don't say the government don't set up what we call wealth fund. This fund, mineral wealth fund, particularly, this wealth fund here, they manage government in your interest. That one day, na motamanda your interest, under. So if diamond they are today, we protect this place here, we hand over to the mineral wealth fund. And we pray for the one day we did at the mineral wealth fund. May they save like motamanda. May they work for motamanda. So that company where they come out overseas, they say one come, we can now go meet the mineral wealth fund. The mineral wealth fund will say, this, whatever you do, we get 60%. Before, now we then don't mind everything, they don't correct. Now we say, that money we don't bring cancel, we they come over. Now I make them don't barata, they say election for the again, midway. So I say, this trouble now you cause them for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, no election no day until 2028. I hear people when they talk about electoral justice. If you want electoral justice, you go to the courts. Tripartite not give electoral justice. You not get the power, me not get the power. The Supreme Court and you open. We don't ever look at. But nobody know when they go there, but they say they want justice. They say I want interest, but you know they go outside the rest day. Neither this one. So I just want to appeal to brothers and sisters. We have a country to cater for. We forgive time for development, which is what the people need. We are lacking behind by far, and therefore we for double with steps, if possible, triple with steps there, so that the people we enjoy the benefit of all these things we talk about. The economy, I don't talk about the economic management team, where I will say thank you to, because the World Bank and the IMF don't commend them. And not to that no more. The time where no wahala not been done at the world, where this country been experience a boom in commodity prices. Some month they come pay people salary not been there. From the day we will come, no salary problem not there. All the picking the way they go school, when our members say we they pay for them. Each one of them, we they pay for them. Not free for the picking and the parents them, but it's not free for we. We get for go to the Ministry of Finance for pay for every picking way they go school, because schooling not for free. So when we say free, not only for the picking and the parents then, but we enough free for we. But because we know the importance of education and the need to make it inclusive for even the poorest of the poor, now make we tie with Oja and say, this one would have grown under the weight of the payment, but would they pay for every picking for go. So the management of the economy, now they make it possible for me to pay salaries every month. Now they make it possible for me to pay for all them picking when they go to school. Then they make it possible, in addition to the support we get from Global Fund and others, for make we able bring medicine in this country. So the economic team definitely, under the circumstances, if not be any other, it don't crumble, because indeed we have not been lucky with the happenings around the world. And the one day we see what happen. We don't go through election, we try for prepare for the next phase. We get a military coup. And then every now and then we get people who say as Sierra Leoneans, then the mamikos is small, but then they threaten with the can tomorrow. One of the most difficult questions where I don't answer, not from journalists, now from me on Peking, on the 19th, last month, now he asked me, Daddy, I forgot school today. I said, what happened? So teacher be say, may I ask, because there be say problem go day. Not to so we begin there for day. We're not for bring people. War done at this country. Yeah. People then they sit down and they talk, say, we they can't attack the state house. Now for kill this person, now for kill this minister, kill the first lady, kill this other person. Not so this kind of thing we need now. May we bring development. For me, that question will be the most difficult. And it take me some time for, I just tell and say, go school. Nothing not they happen. Not also we picking them, they will picking them, we not for bring them up in fear.
Your Excellency, I think you don't really preempt the next section when are on peace and national cohesion. And one question a lot of people ask, from a young man, you don't always choose peace. I remember I say, well, we grow up early on. You join the military, but when you become a leader, you fend the rebel leader and choose negotiation. Since election, despite, like I say, multiple coups, instability, threats of violence, You don't always speak dialogue. You don't always choose negotiation. Some people, they even mistake that day for weakness. How you don't deal with the threats of instability, especially in context where the neighborhood Naya is problematic. How you don't deal over the past, let's say 6 years, with this constant threat. If you like, there's a beating drum of a threat of instability. How you don't address that, this one?
Thank you very much. I think, like other countries, maybe people that need for the go for military training at least 1 year. Because we taste war, you don't want war again. When I watch the one day where they talk about war, they not be ever they near ya. They be the hide under bed. We know we will be then at the forefront. Now, by God, in your saving grace, make some of we did so today. Many of we colleagues them die at the front, and may their souls rest in peace. We know the number of way instability they bring come. All this what they talk about, who not the club for what we want, education, good health system, roads. None is possible without peace, stability. The economists, they go tell you, say, they get a big term, they say macroeconomic stability before the economy they go before. We, now political stability, peace, now we need. We were a politician there. Some people, when they know, say, that one day now the ecosystem where they nurture good governance and make sure, say, the country go before. Where them very full no more. We they can't attack next month on the 15th. May nobody no pull markets na door. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not family talk. It's fine for we the good one, the men not the left sit down. Few idiots, then they mislead we and they scare we. Now this same country, they see people that they go, then buy battery and waiting, then they record no entity their voice, then they go put up a speaker, then they listen now. That's Nike make I almost want give up. But me, as a young man, I give up my life for this. Luckily, I'm still alive. We no go ever stop for fight for this country. At the battlefront and in governance, we go fight for make sure say the right thing happen. So, the people they enjoy today, we all man be safe for the Sankono day, and that the war no go come to an end. In 3 months, Nami grab Naya, I pass all over West Africa. Nami go locate Usai for the Sankode and make them bring car out. We start the peace talk, we get ceasefire, then we make them possible for me to get the first democratic election after APC be done rule for nearly 30 years, one party system.
Facts.
So, I believe in dialogue. Where I call for the Sanko, one of the first paper that we have been get for sign with the Ivorian authorities. Now for sign say, not for kill them, now for make it come out, may we engage in dialogue as to how we for done this one. Where the Ivorians then call them, where he come out physically, where he see me, they say when I to go inside this room. If you come out alive, then that means you don't agree. If you kill yourself, the problem don't do. Now me and for the Sanko, we know what we talk. So where I been come from that place, I not talk. I say, me will get big to money too. They say, it wants stay in a power. I say, me know what's in the head. When I get election, me will get election now or peace later. People that be say, na power I want for stay. I be just one for be judged positively by posterity. I want give you the opportunity for choose between peace now and democracy later. We choose democracy and we say, may the peace in can later. And we see how many people then die. Because I know waiting inside me, when me and into no more than another room there. That is part of history where I go write for the benefit of we picking them. So, I don't always, as a soldier, don't seek peaceful means. Because when you go at the front, where you fight, we will fight all. We say we end up na table. Na table, we sit down, we talk. From that time, we don't get peace. The one that will not be the hide under the table, under the bed. Now they make them don't come back. They say they want war. All this talk where they go. First World War, Second World War, you get for end up na table. So why you not go sit down at table? Now you make go down. Where the Electoral Commission will be done, declare the result. Say na me win. Then I see. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Using the same processes and procedures, where they be declared from 2007, 2012, and 18. Some family they say, no, we not agree again. Then when we go get money now, in fact, they don't baranta more. But I just want to tell you and say, because we get clean slate, now make we not have say, okay, if we not say we not agree, we can talk. May the international community be the moral guarantors. This tripartite one they hear about. Now Mr. Sego come put them together. Because I not get nothing where they hide. I know the thief election. I know the thief money, so I know the thief election. And the one that when the thief money, and then the thief elections. So after they say, well, when I not buy t-shirt, when I not campaign, when I not get messy. How you want to win election? Okay, so we still engage. We don't talk tripartite. The result don't come on. So man still they say, well, electoral justice not there. Not the tripartite, they give electoral justice. The Supreme Court, it then we constitution, you know, where it prescribes exactly. If you know, in 2012, when I remember, where some people then they will be vexed by me. No agree. With all what you wanna talk, I say when I don't vex by me, but I will go to the court. We are commodity. When I say when I don't want to listen to me, I say when I will make when I listen, Papa. May we ready for 2018. That is what leadership is. You people, we are definitely one for make we not agree, but the rule of law where they in me at that time, we still they in me even more. We as a party get a moral obligation for keep this country safe. And I go want for appeal to we all. For make we continue for maintain that stance. For say the peace of this country depend on we all. And the one that we not agree, engage them in decent dialogue, rationalize with them, put your points across. Even when they not agree before you, you go then at the head say, yes, that man the right. So that make dialogue for me not a sign of weakness. In fact, not a sign of strength, because for engage the people.
Your Excellency, one follow-up question on that, since you mentioned tripartite. Your commitment to the recommendations and implementation of the recommendations. Just to reassure people very briefly on that.
Okay, the tripartite we don't meet, it make a lot of recommendations there. But like I say, not so possibly force me. Now me go talk on a parliament, say, because of the too much noise, and for make we accommodate with family, we will get this process, we don't call tripartite. If I not be meaner, when I know say we are not meaner, I know they talk about. So the recommendations that we don't come up, without doubt, in fact, we don't begin implement some of the recommendations there. And I want for assure you all say, they're not different mostly from waiting the constitutional review we don't recommend, you know. So we get for do all of them in a day for make sure say we get a better electoral system and we get a system where possible because you want for grumble now I'm going to make you grumble. Because waiting that we can do now the thing there where the SFPP, the APC, the international community, experts that we can sit down, then we agree on as the way forward for reform with system, so that 2018 2028, when they beat Sportsy again, you know, they say, no, I not agree. So, I mean, me, in governance, I know they only solve the problems of today, and they foresee the other problems that will come and try to solve them. So 2028, now for pool one people might say, I say when I come. Now so with the changes, because when I grumble about the electoral system, now we don't change out. When I input the order, when they go declare results, you're not going to say again, no, you get disaggregated, we not get aggregated or disaggregated.
So the commitment is complete. In fact, on the day after the tripartite submitted, the government's chief negotiator, the Honorable Chief Minister, bring a paper can cabinet. The day after, and last week, His Excellency don't direct steering many of we as ministers, we get members of civil society as well, we get the media and plenty people. So the commitment, like His Excellency said, I set some up and the commitments are real. Your Excellency, I want to talk about something we just mentioned briefly. Hate speech, violent speech, inciting speech. We know, say, the worst forms of hate speech exist in the forms of people like Adebayo with the out there. We don't do plenty. But sometimes, hate speech, they come up from on we own side. Insightful speech. Recently, a member of we party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, Chief Kadiru Kaikai, he go viral, threatening, say, if he no be leader, he go bring war calm na this country. I know say the police respond, the party respond. But as the leader of the party, as the leader of the nation, people plenty want know waiting a your response as we leader.
Mr. Minister, enough fine from where they waste some time to them. Me na chief, I don't know whose side that chief they come on. So I go say Mr. Kaikai. Mr. Kaikai not represent what we stand for. We are one country, one people. And I've been telling now, after the war be don't go on for so long, I initiate the process where end the war. President Kabawe can take over the SLPP government, then go through a lot from 1996 to 2002, back and forth for make we get peace in this country. So the SLPP don't invest in peace. In fact, that was a term, one whole term, lost. Just like how the one for me lost a whole term. It don't become a trend in this country. Whenever some people not win, they make this, the country, the one for making ungovernable. But I don't talk and I will ask the international community for me support in that regard. It should not be like that. We should all be committed to democracy. Democracy, you win and you lose. You not go only accept when you win, then you refuse to accept when you lose. Waiting, Mr. Kaikai been talk, you not represent we, and we don't invest in the peace of this country, no go tolerate them. Now make we suspend them immediately from the party, and the party's disciplinary organ go get for talk to them and take the necessary steps, whether he deserve for be a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. So unlike waiting other people that be done they do, for encourage very bad elements there, because they don't want to lose a member, they don't want that member they turn against them, or this or that. We get the moral strength and spine for discipline one of we own them according to the disciplinary codes. So the first stage is suspension, and the second stage, the disciplinary committee will recommend to we, and we will take that step there. And I want to appeal to all. I don't tell when I say this is my second and final term. The party with normal procedures, go elect somebody who will be the next leader of the party and flag bearer. That is the most difficult thing when they clap. But choosing a leader is the most difficult thing, because once you don't elect that leader, they show the direction. If you choose the wrong leader, sometimes you go. If you choose the right one, if you carry go side, which side you go gladly for the day. When ajana. From the time we will come, when I see the kind of thing they do, waiting people that they talk before, this man is not going to go America, this man the international community, waiting they not be able to get from the international community because of what they do. Now me they get from them. So the kind way where they mislead winner for making them go the wrong way, just like how Satan can do. Now they do. So time they come again for make we choose we leader. We get for think, and choose leader. We not the only win election, but go carry this country go, and we all in the right direction.
Excellent. Your Excellency, final question before we take a few questions from the audience, and then we go close. Benefits from 2 straight hours of you just talking from your heart. Really incredible. Salon, in August, they assumed the presidency of the United Nations Security Council. My brother, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Kabadea. We have been small, I think I said the other day, what they do then quiz there, would they talk about who stands Salon be the Security Council, would have been there under your leadership. We don't move from being on the table of discussion just 20 years ago on peace and security to now not just being at the table, but leading the conversation at a very big time for the world. Big issue in the happen. They go New York and they go preside as the president of the United Nations Security Council. People want to know what thing that they mean. Put that into context, let people understand what thing that they mean, why that is so important to we, and what thing you hope for achieve with this big honor we will get as a country.
Time will come where Salon go the post story. Now the Security Council. Now few people they go there. For go there, it's not easy. But when me come, I be tell when I say I go change the image of this country. I go clean we. Like how Chinua Achebe say, he said that picky is a bit wash in hand. He can eat with kingdom. I don't wash me hand. Now that make when they vote for we for Ghana, the Security Council, 188 countries there. 88 or 98? Say again. 188 countries in the world. Now they say yes. When I don't wash, when I'm fine. When I fit for can't enter this Igbale. The last time we've been there, now 53 years ago, plenty of people will not be done born it. So now story down the phone. So, because of how this Salon, na country where few years ago, we were the recipient of the waiting that we discussed at the Security Council. War day under, then don't destroy everything. What we go do? May we send troops there. Today, now they decide all the big problem there, from Palestine, Gaza, to Sudan, to Ukraine. Next month, now Salon they in charge. Now we the chair that means today. So now that we don't do for una. Now that we don't do because some man go say, waiting at the outcome. Where they say, I go change the image of this country. Where we don't change them, we don't clean them. See which side we did today. We camp, maybe now that I don't talk about Security Council, when are the Igbale, when they don't say, we for day. Maybe I go talk again, but the majority of the people that are this country, when are women there? Women there. Now the freest country this for women there. Now the country this way they care for women they pass anybody by we laws then. Because of the various actions and laws the world don't take, we are regarded as champions in the world for gender and women's empowerment. When that happened in the past 5 years. So, by corruption, we don't move 22 spaces. We wait and we say, we're not tiffy. Tiffy, no, they don't know. Na motaman character that one day. If not small, but we know what made the kapu. If not pinch, they pinch, but you afraid self for pinch. Now that will they try for do. So, first time I kapu they be the kapu. So now I make when I pick it, they not be they go school, the road they not they make, salary not they. We don't introduce fear. If you the thief say you don't say make at take small, and you they watch, so tell we the thief not small. We make sure say we reduce corruption because that they choke development. Because them money then where people then they lay their hands on where then they use. Now for the use for make road for una, for buy medicine for una, for pay for una picking them for go school, for do all the things that men need for do for the people then. So the Security Council now big elevation for we. But not the Security Council no more. Where Africa then sit down, then get what they call the African peer review mechanism. Where all the heads of state then with the watch yourself and advise yourself and say, Bo, you go too far and that. I just finished for be the chair of that one day. Why then choose me? Again, because we don't clean with image. The African, in fact, the Security Council of the African Union, where they call the Peace and Security, again, me a member of that council day. So we not to, of course, the Security Council officer, I've been telling Nasena Igbale, the one the way we don't go sit down there. From where the Second World War done, and the one the way we win the Second World War. And then go sit down there and then get privileges. I like we talk to now one more they say no, I don't agree. Case done. That case done. We now in Africa, me the champion, the cause for me we change the configuration.
The C10.
The C10 of the Security Council because we feel it not the representative anymore. Because Africa is 1.2 billion people, and we're not represented now the permanent category. Then at the one day way, I left when I talk, go lente, where they say no. We say we don't tie with Oja, na Africa, and all the African heads of state. Now you say, now you go to me before for make sure say, then one day they make sure say we go there. Why are they talk about all of this? Now, for make we feel proud, a sense of pride. For more we they stop for the act little, act big and bold. Now, the only way we go able to succeed in this world. So, at the beginning, make we know say Salon done the move, and we need the support of every citizen. Now make we do this sort of citizens engagement. And we need an active participation for support the government so that we will succeed for maintain the forward momentum we don't start.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll put your hands together for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Leone, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Madabio. What an incredible conversation, really. Your Excellency, the technical people then just tell me, say, the one will take a 2 minutes break, then get a quick Security Council documentary within the show, then we'll change the battery, then we microphone them, and then we will take 4 or 5 questions, and then you do one, and then we're done. So let we just get the documentary, we will get, and then we can take the mic them and replace. Okay, it's on agriculture actually. The short documentary is on agriculture. I want to go ahead and play them while His Excellency take a few minutes for brief.
President supports we for doing the farm big. If we do mechanized farming, we will be able to help us feed Salon.
Mechanization is the way forward. And under mechanical cultivation, we need robust machines wherein, because these are all virgin lands, our lands are not prepared. We need machines that will be purely in charge of land preparation.
We the women that are carrying a district. We watch for the farmers and we the women that how they do the lots. And we the women that are vulnerable. So now we need President Bio carrying a young baby.
These were critical amongst the many challenges the Feed Salon initiative declared by the Bio-led government hoped to address, with an ultimate vision to transform the agricultural sector to ensure food sovereignty, create jobs, reduce hunger, and boost economic growth in Sierra Leone.
So the one day when we say Ambassador Day, we don't and thanks to PC and Sons, we throw the challenge to them, and I thank the local authorities who are given the land and all the workers, and I appeal to them for me to really support this, because these are the beginning of the independence for food in this country.
President Dr. Julius Madabio, in his bid for a second term in office, emphasized his commitment to a comprehensive initiative called the Feed Salon when re-elected. The initiative to boost agricultural productivity, to ensure food security and inclusive economic growth, boost food production, reduce hunger and poverty, create jobs, boost export earnings, and build resilience in the face of climate change.
Whether you're a school beginner, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a minister, you're a president, power come within the next 5 years, we will able to produce enough rice in this country and begin for export. So one thing we can tell we now for make everybody know say the rest of the Israel. Now other people they make them they get richer, then with the make themselves they become poorer. And I work with the saying that all we young people they people they young man they will don't come to university, they don't get work. When we they buy them see that they now money we they send for keep other economies running. Now we don't say we for make your economy run. This not about chop business no more. Agriculture now one of the best businesses in the world. If we not do them, we go pay for suffer.
Prior to the launch of the Feed Salon agenda, the President Bio-led administration did made a record-breaking investment in agriculture, with the procurement of over 400 machines for the easy rollout of the policy shift, an intervention that signifies the government's seriousness about agriculture, and the creation of a conducive environment for farmers to practice mechanized farming.
The back-breaking task of trying to use hoes and cutlasses to farm, now we are reducing that. We have machines. We have bought several tractors in the past, and it is our responsibility to take care of those machines. That is something that we are very poor at.
The 15 low-bed trailers procured by the government to enable swift transport of these machines from the warehouse to the field were indeed a timely intervention. Sierra Leone is not just a nation blessed with natural resources, but it's one that is graced with people's determined spirits and unwavering resilience. This movement is a collective journey where every step taken and policy made gets the nation closer to achieving food sovereignty. Master farmers whose focus is rice cultivation in Tong Kolili and demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the cause of agriculture in the country. This was visible through their adherence to the Maputo Declaration on Agriculture and Food Security in Africa, a commitment to the allocation of at least 10% of a country's national budgetary resources to agriculture within 5 years. Many are of the view that 10% is still not enough as in comparison to what is budgeted for education.
His Excellency, my first appeal as chairman for the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Agriculture, now the fact say 10% na the threshold na the Maputo Protocol. But 10% of Salon budget na 300 billion. 300 billion in United States dollars, now $124 million. What is the meaning of this?
All right, thank you very much. We just hear and see some of what His Excellency talk about specifically on Fit Salon. Now we get some questions then from the audience. We forget one of them with microphones. We hand the microphone over to the people that we get the question them for us. I think number one, Alfonso Mali. Alfonso Mali, Civil Society, go ahead. Would I get back?
Yeah, thank you very much. His Excellency, we want to commend you for the commitments, especially in the education sector. Recently, the Ministry of Finance don't make a known to the student loan scheme. Say now they will reduce on the SLG. Now, student loan scheme, students and for the going for forget education. We want to appeal to you, say, for increase the purse of the student loan scheme. Before if we reduce the amount to education and SLG, they all go fall. So they want to make that passionate appeal to you. And lastly, we also want to tell you, say, the heights where the former Minister of Education, we don't take the MBSSC, one for see that standard they maintain. There is need for again internal dialogue, meeting at that ministry there. All is not well. I don't know where last year we talk about education. I'm saying this because it's in a family dialogue. Thank you very much.
Alfonso, una we can come me press conference no say I get one simple rule. Now the panel no more na the superstar. Why give you the microphone? Na question if you ask and if you go direct to your question. So no preface and all. Next, na lawyer Abubakar Kamara. Barrister Abubakar Kamara. Idea. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Your Excellency, thank you very much. And our dynamic Minister of Information. This is unprecedented. And Your Excellency, you go down in history as the first president we don't hold town hall meeting with people them. On that note, Your Excellency, we want to comment on the Constitution. As lawyers, actually me now the Assistant General Secretary of Sierra Leone Bar Association. And successive governments don't promise for review the Constitution, way to some extent and to the estimation of certain people don't become redundant, but they don't feel in that direction. But we don't see how passionate you did, and you don't take practical steps for lead to the constitutional review. Your Excellency, sir, we want to know, as citizens of Sierra Leone, what thing you hope to achieve in this direction for us having a new constitution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yusuf Swari gets a question on census. Yusuf Swari gets a question on census. Yes, Ide Midulia.
Hello, my family, and good evening, and good afternoon, President Bio. My question where they try for ask not about the census where you don't plan. So this census where you don't plan, I want to know from you.
Yeah, go ahead with you. You want to know about the census? Use the mic.
Hello, okay. So like, we really want to understand if this census where the President Bio, it don't plan, whether how it get for do and where it get for be inclusive and credible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ibrahim Alpha Jallo gets a question. Ibrahim Jallo. Where Ibrahim? There, on my right hand. All right, go straight to the question, please. Yes, go ahead. In microphone, can down small. And turn the microphone on, please.
Good evening, Fambulem. And of course, my question here so tonight, Your Excellency, sir, what is the current status of the medical emergency response for Kush?
Thank you very much. On the Kush, the current status. Memunatu Sise gets a question on performance contract. Memunatu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and good evening, Mr. President. I want to borrow the minister in words them today na the happiest day for make a tin up and talk to me, President. My question here is, we see you been done appoint you ministers them. Then all of a sudden we see you call them back na State House for give them performance contracts. We as citizens of this country want to know whose measure you get for use for grade them, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You want to know if we get for pass or we get for fail? Chief Minister can say we will deliver with the pass. Josephine Saidu gets a question on women and girls. Josephine Saidu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. President Dubio, thank you for this opportunity. For asking me question direct to you. I want to celebrate you, first of all, for all the achievements where you don't embark in the past couple of years. Education, now one key thing for me where I all of high esteem. Me, I'm the founder and CEO of Teach for Salon. Teach for Salon, where they recruit young graduates, go put them at them village school, outside teacher, they don't want for go. Inside them village school and there, me chief them, I want for greet una especially for long and no say, one of the challenges the way we they get, now the aspect of FGM. His Excellency the President don't make it easy for we the woman them, for where we come before, 30% is good. They don't pass the act for child marriage, now another issue where they affect education. But this issue, I want to make a disclaimer, that's what it's man column, and not they against the culture. Me na madingo mende shabo pikin. I like me culture.
All right.
Waiting I want for ask His Excellency the President. I want for know, as the talk and do president, if he's still committed for say he go try for put not a ban, but some kind of measure for small picking them before then they put them, because some picking and they pull in a school for carry them go up and society.
Thank you. All right, so just for be clear, just for let people know, every single one of them people here have been sending question online, and we select them for CAM. And be part of the raffle. We'll be transparent on this. As soon as see, now citizens question them. Will not be one a chaotic conversation, yeah. But these are questions that citizens have asked, and are also consistent with plenty of the questions they would receive online. So we can out to His Excellency for respond. Your Excellency, the question them, one, Alfonso say, for maintain on education. I think you don't talk a lot about that. Two, constitutional review process, your commitment, and why that is important. Three, census, inclusive and credible. Four, push. You don't already address that, so I think. And then ministers, are you the judge we? And then this question specifically about something where you don't talk about before, say, as it comes to the issue of FGM, you get a middle ground, say, what's now for picking them, then you committed for make sure, say, we stop them. So, now that, just want to know if that commitment, they still stand. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'll start from the back. The last question we know about FGM. We are all captives of our culture. Some cultural practices are outdated, harmful, some people will say. But you don't change culture overnight. Therefore, we get laws then where they say Peking will not reach 18 years. Nobody not for force them for join them for do FGM. I think that now already a commitment on the part of government. We not interfere elsewhere around the world for changing culture. We allow them for phase out because we believe say a harmful. But we want made the Peking reach the age where they decide whether they continue for Duam or they continue for Duam. This matter has been politicized, and they we say I don't commit, and not one day commit in this country. Say are they Duam, are they protect the children, but are they make sure say when you don't reach 18, you go make a choice. So the law now for make sure say you are 18 before anybody. Waiting we need for do now the enforcement. For roll out a system or structure for make sure say nobody not join anybody per society, especially the care picking there, when they don't reach 18 for make consent, for give consent to Medendram. So that is what I will say. There's a lot of politics around it, but me, in as much as they are there at the pinnacle of politics, I don't play politics with the lives of people. And may we know say a culture now in fact, we are say captives of our culture. You don't even know when, some people they do them now, they know whether they do them. It becomes second nature. And therefore, for go convince people they under, now with villages there, we make the one the way they do advocacy, give it time so that we go convince and phase out rather than giving us sanctions for doing. Because it will make, we break the relationship between we and the people them. We know how they do them, we they cajole them, we they put necessary laws then, so that we go finally, it will phase out with time. But if we say we they do them the other way now, maybe we're not going even before the next election.
Yes, sir. So the question next now on ministerial performance, and just for say on this question, the Child Rights Act, very clear, Cabinet will approve that, and a part of the process where the government of Salon, like His Excellency say, they take that step there, and then not to law they change this alone, now for bring the people along and for along with culture. Your Excellency, performance contract, how you the judge we?
Of course, you know, say, where we get a government, most times, most people, the people the way they carry the biggest blame are the president and the ministers. And then they eat all the money, and then they do this, and then they do that. We, because we want to perform, we get an obligation for deliver public services to una all. Me, we're not going to do it. So they appoint ministers, deputy ministers, and other senior people, now the various departments and agencies of government. But we're not going to just left them there. We feel say we need to tie them down to certain benchmarks there. We are supervised by the chief minister. We don't say every minister, we want to know this, you know, we have the medium-term national development plan. Inside this plan here, now this is your own obligation. By so date, if we don't able move either na law you they change or how you call them, for make sure say people they know waiting we don't pass publicity about certain things. And like 2 weeks ago, Abene Moyamba, for make we publicize the medium-term national development, we forgive them time so that they not just take and say, oh, being a minister, just carry the name. No, you get certain rules for play, and we give you time, and we want to know what you do, where they contribute to the whole national plan for make this country go before. So, just like when you want increased performance, you want, human beings are lazy by nature. Until you set goals for them, they not go always move. Now that we don't do for the minister them, so that then go move and perform their duties, so that at the end of the day, we go all lump together and say, now this we do for now, we don't come up from A, we are at B now because of the collective and cumulative effort of all of these ministers.
Thank you, Your Excellency. As I say, Chief Minister can say, it make sure say we deliver. So we will deliver. Not also, sir? Exactly. Next question about census. During the last development partners meeting, you mentioned and announced the country will reach term for hold the every 10-year census. How you make sure say the census are inclusive and credible, and why make it important to follow whole census now?
Well, the body were responsible for those census, 9 statistics already on. Then get procedures and processes so they be done established from time immemorial. We know they change the one day. So this inclusive thing where they talk about, not so we be exclude anybody. When I've been there in this country, we as a government get right for say, they do census. Then a medium, then a midterm census. Then we get the statutory one after every 10 years. When I like this one, we don't say they can't do. If you say, men no count young people then, because not so you they do them, would that exclude in company? So I want for make we be good citizens and engage. During the term of the APC, we all come out then country. Where time come for make we do one, they say we are not agree. They are dividing all the time. All the time. So, censor the nugget for go say, no, you young host, maybe you're not red or green. No. every household in this country. Then they go around for count everybody, and the procedure is now based on international practice. Not to say Salon they set in your own procedures and processes. No. Now waiting that they do around the world for make sure that everybody inside the country at that time they account for them. So this thing about inclusivity, I don't know who side they come out, because it is by nature inherently inclusive. They try for capture everybody in detail at that point in time. I go assure you say under my leadership, it not go vary. It will be even more inclusive.
The census will be inclusive. They need to go now some host and jump. All man will be counted. And at the commitment now because now part of the development foundation. Finally, Your Excellency, the question of the constitutional review. We don't depart now for over 20 years. You get this commitment for finish them, for donor. Why this constitutional review process so important? And maybe you'll say I will link her up to as well tripartite and other calls for reform as well.
Well, as we all know, the Constitution, now they regulate me we sit on here, waiting na me powers, waiting I can do and waiting I not can do, waiting Parliament they do and waiting Parliament not for do, the judiciary and everybody, how would they relate to one another? If you hamburger, you comping, you know, we get too many things inside it. Now what would they call the supreme document of any state that we own Bible down there. Now in the show how we they run the state itself. After nearly 60 years, after more than 60 years after independence, 20 years ago, they initiated the idea under the APC for review the Constitution. This process, because of lack of commitment, enough initiate. SLPP come, then self no donor. APC come back, they hang up. Me, I know they hang up for, because I'm what man they deal with. I not see why we for afraid, because everybody, we know they do on a secret. We they make everybody sit down, just like the tripartite. Now so we want for do. And we change them, and we put them out there. Enough of be secret. So for me, I happy say, SLPP don't make their own input, APC don't make their own input. In fact, now the last one we do them. So wait till we get now, actually, now a document, we don't get the highest level of consultation, and we don't get the two main political parties' input into that. And now, where we also get this tripartite, the recommendations there, most of them similar to what we want to do with a constitutional review. So we they blend all because we want to make grumbling stop. We want to make the one that we get excuse for the create problem for this country may stop. Like I say, me own leadership at the deal with the problems of today, at the spot the problems of the future, deal with this one and solve the other one there, so that future politicians and the motorman in this country will get alafia.
Well, finally, Your Excellency, the question we want to end with. Now you call to action to the citizens of Salon, to young people, to different people across the country. What's your message? What you invite me for step up, for help you achieve this vision we outlined so eloquently today?
This na Fambu talk. And I want for make sure say I dey talk to the Fambu there now. This na me now waiting I want for say to every Fambu waiting and the one day where they out of here. Waiting me feel say I don't get the opportunity for lead this nation before. And I don't get a second opportunity for lead this nation again. I know quite a lot of things where they work and the one that we know they work. Waiting how government they succeed, how people then they succeed. Now for make sure say the people choose the right leader. And when you choose the right leader, you follow the leader until in your time done. That way you go able achieve the things that we want to do. So the call to action, now for really get the buy-in of everybody waiting at the country. Me, they show the direction, but I need winner for follow me for go in that direction, for more go reach there. And if there are any problems on the way, the buck stops at my table, I will take care of that one day because me are the leader.
With your permission now, Your Excellency, unfortunately, we know we'll take more questions. We don't take as many as we can. We don't get His Excellency here for 3 hours. Your Excellency, we get the moist updates. We're now 1 year into delivery of the Big Five. I just want to ask you now for the honor officially, as we go distribute 1,000 copies today. So people that will get more questions, so then we'll get them questions and they answer. Yes, sir.
Which question? Yes.
All right, listen. Generally, personally, I don't know if I don't give you the mic. Listen, because I find your action rude. Listen. I find your action rude and impolite. But if you don't say, it'll give you quick 30 seconds. And listen, but normally you take this action, say, this kind of behavior is acceptable in the future. Okay? Because not to so they behave and not to they call land the way His Excellency don't talk. When I get on the mic layers. And you get 30 seconds. After that, we'll take the mic from you.
I'm really sorry, first of all, for my behavior, which is very wrong. I'm sorry. Mr. President, everybody don't ask questions. All man they ask different, but nobody no ask about agriculture. So now that means if one ask, but una allow me. Some of una then una want this opportunity, but una not able to do one. Una see they clap. Mr. President, 5 years you don't rule we, which is fine. I appreciate you. I voted for you. Yes, 5 years you don't rule. And still the agriculture sector is poor. You are from the mud. You know how much people they suffer. For it right now, rest now 6 Leons. Allow me.
No, give him the mic.
No, it's not for APC. Me na SLPP. Me na from SLPP. Me SLPP. Me also from SLPP. Okay. Allow me. Wanna allow me? Please, let me ask you questions. This not for party, please. Mr. President, then they say I buy pepper when at this country that they produce some. I buy 50 leons for cup. This country we supposed to provide that day. You don't rule me for 5 years. You are about to leave us. What are you the
All right, okay. All right, let's settle down. Una make we settle down. Una allow for let's sit down. Una make we settle down. Everybody listen.
Did you get the question?
All right, okay, everybody listen now. Now the question, as I understand them, is say nobody no talk about agriculture. Me no say we don't ask at least so many questions on agriculture. His Excellency don't spend a lot of time. So whether the sister not been the listen or not just passion, it's okay. Now make we there for let we get this conversation. I for don't prefer listen. You don't ask the question now. I for don't prefer if you use the right channels that will set up. Many citizens, nobody but them. 860 questions that then come in on the platform. Available. We also give people an option for send text free 818 send text, they cost you nothing for ask you question. So for Kanaya, normally, and decide say, now you loud pass we all, so we demand for let get the microphone. Me personally, I take exception to that. But like I say, the leader, now His Excellency, now the daddy, now in say, I'll give you the mic, and you don't talk about food prices and agriculture. So I get the chance, may I just respond briefly before you launch the Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And now a citizen, you get right for talk to a leader. Besides now woman, and we give high place to women. The only thing is that, may we listen?
When I listen, please.
An office say, my sister or my pikin be the listen. If or maybe late, because where we the camp and this, I make people then listen, so you understand what they do. You said the price of rice still they high. They get for high because the rest of they get now Chinese man they plant Pakistan, Japan, they put on a ship, they pay for them, they canaya, we charge, we not begin produce we own rest yet. I don't know who say been there if you don't ask this question before I come, because if you don't begin eat rest before this president they come. The only difference is that this president, they give this opportunity because we don't open up dialogue. But the same question, if you don't answer, ask him. Few years back, maybe nobody not going to even listen to you because agriculture not been the part with agenda. We will say infrastructure, and we will not say the infrastructure. Waiting me don't say I they do for agriculture, and they make sure say it happen. And make I tell you all this, for embark on a national program of that magnitude, not for me I just talk and the next year there is president can't don't know. Go to America, may ask for rest. Per kg, 25 kg or 10 kg, or go to China, so they produce the rest, or go to England, or go Europe. The prices of food don't go up everywhere. Me not go put on down for you. Now that make we are not able to put on down for you. I say I make sure say we government support everybody so we go grow with your own food. The rest way they fed for so now Koboko to me the man there when I help people Koboko rest. Where you cook by midnight, what I don't pass my inside it. Because of the old harvest, we been the plant to your own rest. For make we do this. If other people they not been they disrupt we from 2023, we've been there in the planning process. But we get plenty political disruptions inside this country. When now we don't get a plan, we don't, the money where we they get, I'm not going to even tell the Minister of Finance, say, give me money to embark on this kind. Now small money we they take from them, then we they go to, we partners there outside for me then give you money. And now I make them get mind, in addition to energy sector, then give you the 850 million. They say, we know, say, when you talk, you do them. You don't take education, you don't do them. Now you want to go to agriculture, we get mine, give you 850 million, we don't pledge them. And as they present you projects, then we make the money available. I know they say, I know they even promise you say next year the price they can down. But one thing we are going to promise is, by 2028, when they left, Salon going to produce enough rice, there will be a quantum leap. So if I for where we talk about certain things, they may also understand. Because this question we ask, if you that one way be say, oh, the president don't go bring plenty money. Now, waiting I want to do for agriculture, maybe you need to know this. We don't identify areas in this country from the north, they go to the south, when a big place then, we can able to accommodate up to them 50,000 hectares, then can able to prepare them. For prepare that one, then are millions of dollars. For put the water control systems and drainages, irrigation systems. When you don't prepare that one, then you're able to get the private sector, not the government, not to me get for go plan the rest day for you. The private sector, both internally and externally, international. Now then they get the kind of money for say, they can take 50,000 hectares, a plant rest day. And then one day for me then go there, then go for make sure say roads there for go there, infrastructure there, irrigation system there, electricity there. Through the MCC, we don't make arrangement for make sure say the line they within the pass, it passed on the area they would identify. Now only now, next month, now we sign the MCC finally. So it look like you won't go before, but I go tell you say, now a development now an extremely slow process, For make we become a rice producer and reduce the price as how you want them, it not gonna be this year, it not gonna be next year. But I tell you say the arrangement the way we depend, you go make sure say Salon food self-sufficient in a very short time, especially going towards 2028. So now that's what they work on. I hope say in future also if I'm for the car early and listen. Because if you become early and you listen, an officer will be for to this again. Now you want not be understand the agricultural aspect. So we don't take all of this time for explaining to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency. Now maybe you can launch the 1 year magazine and I will make sure I get a personal copy as well to the sister because plenty information there as well inside the magazine on agriculture and everything we don't do on Big Five. In fact, now even agriculture, we show film today. Same. During the break, we do a whole film we'll show again on agriculture. So I think it's all good. It's all good. We thank His Excellency for we answer the question. Let's launch the magazine.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I want to say thank you for providing this opportunity for Mecca engage with the citizens of this country, with a make effort for improve on with democracy. A democracy involves too many things, and it's a process. Not for me when I just vote for our president and the members of parliament and local government, but for make that same political group of people engage with you from time to time. For Blue Mind, na healthy democracy. We don't know say now, we sister not glad about the agriculture business. No, so?
Yes.
I need for know that one day. So I need for convincing by my actions so that when we produce rice, I go look for my sister and say, but I want for assure when I say everything we don't promise we deliver. And this opportunity, we not go squander them, we go make sure say we use them to the benefit. I want to say thank you as I take this great opportunity to launch volume 1 of 1 year delivery of the Big Five. This now a great document. We're going to be able to answer plenty of questions we will not answer today. Thank you very much for coming.
All right, Slow remain standing for the national anthem, and then His Excellency will leave. Thank you, Excellency. Now we get the national anthem.